Hey everybody, and welcome to Steelbook Obsessed. My name is Jake, and today we are in store for new release roundup number 24. Cue the timer. Doot, 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 doot. Yes, the 24th edition of new release roundup. I have 31 movies to talk about today. Actually, scratch that, I have 34. I have 3 over there that I did not grab. I will have to cut at one of these points. But here is stack number 1. Boom, boom, boom. We got some very big, mighty boxes that I can't wait to show off. And speaking of mighty boxes, this one is also huge. Love it, love it. You see the furry box? One of my favorite releases. I have not seen the movie yet. I'm hoping that it is good. But yeah, cannot wait to show that sucker off. And let's waste no more time and start showing off movies. Let's start with one that I got for Christmas this year. Whenever I get movies for Christmas, it just brings back a sense of nostalgia for me, like opening up movies when I was a kid. That was like my favorite gift. And I still get that same feeling whenever I open up a movie for Christmas. One that my wife got me this year was the 4:30 movie from Lionsgate. I have a soft spot for Kevin Smith. I always have. I think I always will. A lot of his latter day movies in the past 10 years have not been my cup of tea, honestly. But the 4:30 movie sounds like a very fun time, just riddled in nostalgia, honestly. A group of teens go and see a movie at a movie theater, and whatever hijinks happen. And I can't wait to see what happens here. But the main reason I wanted this movie because it's Kevin Smith, but I love the aspect of this steelbook, how it just looks like a VHS tape. So good, so good. And on the back here, it looks like the back, but the little touches, folks. I'm gonna try to get the light just right. I don't know if it will, but there are debossing on the actual like spools to make it feel like it's an actual spool. It's little touches like that that make Lionsgate just king of steelbooks still for me. Here's a shot of everything that the slipcover has to offer here. We open this one up. I'll take the digital code out. I love how the discs in here look like spools. Very, very cool. And then on the inside, you just get a shot of the cast as well. Again, I've not seen the movie yet. I'm hoping that it's great, or at least it's at least nostalgic pops for me. And mid-tier Kevin Smith would be great for a movie like this. I just love that Lionsgate put so much care and attention to the 4:30 movie from Kevin Smith on a steelbook. Absolutely love that. Let's go to an Arrow Video release now, huh? This is coming out the 14th, I believe, January 14th. We have Inglourious Basterds from Arrow Video, a movie that I absolutely love. And I have not seen this transfer yet. I have the 4K Steelbook behind me. I don't know if it uses the same transfer or not. That's what God, I remember when that Inglourious Basterds 4K came out. And Films at Home, Jeff, he did a review saying that it was a terrible transfer. And that scared me to ever watch it, because I'm like, oh God, I even have it in the collection, but there's got to be another release that comes out that will fix this transfer. Hopefully Arrow Video did just that. I'm not sure if they did or not. Here's a shot of the artwork. I still don't know how I feel about the slipcover. In this example, I think the slipcover is essential to this release, just because this, I don't know, this is very bare bones folder-esque. It's got the folder aspect on it, at least. I think if you don't have this and you just had this without the slipcover, I would be very disappointed. But having this over this makes me okay with the packaging on this release. But we open it up. We've got the Inglourious Basterds. This is the reversible artwork. The original that was on here was this artwork, but I had to go with the poster artwork. I love this poster artwork so much. On the back, you have so many special features on this release, and there are so many new special features on this release that weren't on the original 4K. There is Blood Fiction, a new interview with special makeup effects supervisor Greg Nicotero. Very, very cool. Doomstruck, new interview. Again, a lot of these bullet points are just new interviews. I wish that they would go away from that and give me a well-edited documentary to watch instead of going from interview to interview. Like, to me, that's not necessarily a good thing, even though I said that there's a lot of new special features on here. It's just the interview stuff. Still cool to have anything new on a release for a movie that I absolutely love. I'm a big Tarantino guy, so yeah, cannot wait to check out this release. On the inside, there's a lot of cool extra tidbits in this, so let me show you those. We get 3 character cards. Boom, boom. Yes, they're double-sided with the same character. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna get my scalps. There's a recipe for apple strudel, which is, you know, it's cool, I guess. Never gonna make this, but I guess it's a cool Easter egg to throw into a physical media set. I got a promo card for the Cell, and then I also have a replica pamphlet from the Pride's Nation. What's that movie called? I gotta check that out. Yeah, Nation's Pride. Sorry, Nation's Pride movie that's shown at the end of the movie. There's everything that's inside of here. There's also a coaster that I actually have up here that I'll showcase a video of, but I did not want to keep that in the set because I like to throw physical goodies with my physical media. I think it just kind of adds to give your collection those pops of flair that I personally love. Here is poster artwork, if I can do it, even though I feel like this is redundant because this is just the 2 poster artworks you've already seen. Boom and boom. Fold that back up. It also comes with a films and filmmaker booklet, which again talks about, guess what? Inglourious Basterds. Boom, 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 boom. There's that and that and that. That's a book. That's a book. And that is what Inglourious Basterds has to offer. I need to rewatch this movie pronto. Now that we are in the new year, I am hoping to have more time to sink my teeth into physical media releases. The holidays are always hectic and hard, and I think in January, February, that's where I like to play a lot of catch up when it comes to physical media because there's not a lot going on besides football. I'm okay watching football, but I want to get back to watching more of these movies pronto. Let's go. I have a couple more Arrow videos sprinkled in here, but I have a lot of Umbrella Entertainment releases as well. Here's the newest, this is from their December line, Sasquatch Sunset. Love how furry and fuzzy this thing is. It's so unique. I've never seen a release that has looked like this. So that's very cool. Have your stuff slide out like so. There's the inside of the box, all nice and monstered out. Love to see it. Here is the slipcover of Sasquatch Sunset. I have not checked this out yet, but I plan on doing that here shortly. This is a movie that came out this year. I'm trying to watch as many movies that came out in 2024 before the end of January, at least. I'm up to around 80. I want to beef that number up to 100 by the end of January. We'll see if I get there or not, but I guess I can take this all the way off. Here is what Sasquatch Sunset looks like on the front cover. The back cover here, again, just a reminder, all Umbrella Entertainment releases say that they're Region B. I've never had a Umbrella release popped into a Region A player that has not played. They say Region B, but they are more or less region free, or at least working Region A players. Every single one of their releases in this month come with a code just to, I think this is a very cool touch from them. I have a code SteelBook15. They have their own code, Umbrella15. Saves you 15% on your first order. That more or less takes care of shipping if you're going from Australia to the States. So if you've never used Umbrella Entertainment before, I would highly recommend you having at least one of their pieces in your collection because I feel like they have a lot to bring to the table. And I love their posters. Like, yes, you have just the original poster artwork, but Umbrella, I feel like, goes above and beyond and gives you just different types of poster, like not the same artwork that you've already seen in the release. They try to put different things in the posters, and I always appreciate that because I don't understand why you would want to have the same artwork that's on the physical media release. Just pull out the physical media release to look at that piece of art. I don't know why you would need to hang it up. I've never hung up any of the posters that are in any of these boutique sets. I show it off to you, and that's like the last time I unfold it. Let me know in the comments if you have hung up any of the posters in your sets. I'm honestly curious on that. We also get 8 art cards. Boom, boom. Just a whole bunch of furry boys and girls. Boom, boom. I've heard very mixed things about this movie. I've heard it's like a love it or hate it type movie. I know IGN gave it like a 10 out of 10. One of the only two movies. They gave Furiosa and Sasquatch Sunset 10 out of 10s this year. Those are the only ones, which is crazy to me. And I want to say there's either not a lot of dialogue or no dialogue in this movie. I don't know. I mean, I'm very intrigued about this, to say the least. And yeah, I cannot wait to watch it. All of their box sets are numbered. Looks like I got number 345 out of 500. I would be shocked if this was still in circulation. I bet all of these sold out quick just because the packaging is so dang unique for this movie. But yeah. Oh, oops. I forgot to put the slipcover back on the movie. This is Sasquatch Sunset. We have a lot of special features on here too. Creating the Sasquatch, shooting the Sasquatch, the road and the river anatomy of a scene, just a whole bunch of breakdown stuff. I'd rather have that type of bullet point breakdown, just like them making the movie, as opposed to interviews from person to person being broke down in the bullet point frame. I don't know. Not the fan of that, but I'm a big fan of unique packaging, and this is truly, truly something unique. And there's like little bits that are flying off while I'm messing with it too. So as I just said, I'm a fan of unique packaging. I switched my entire wardrobe. I'm filming this on a different day. And yeah, let's just roll with it like nothing happened. Okay, nothing happened. It's fine, it's fine. Speaking again of unique packaging, I found this little guy. Do I need the Saw trilogy? No, I don't. But when I saw this Billy the Puppet, because I already have every Saw movie owned at least twice. When I saw this little package here, I haven't even pulled it out yet. I knew I had to have it. I should just keep it like this, because the case has seen better days. It's all taped up and whatnot. Can you even see that on there? Yeah, there's the tape. But this, I don't know, it just looks cool. And this I got for like $4. Couldn't pass it up for $4. Don't need these movies again, ever. I really don't. Comes with Saw Uncut Edition, Saw 2 Special Edition, Saw 3 Special Edition. So many discs. Look at all of those. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of cool to see the old school disc artwork back. I will say that. Never going to watch this, like I said, because I will watch the 4Ks that I have, or the Blu-ray sets that I have. But I couldn't pass up Billy the Puppet in all of his 3D glory. I'm going to put this somewhere. Where that's going to be, I'm not sure. And again, I don't even think I need this. The tape kind of makes that worse. So I'm going to put that over here. Love me some Saw. I think it's a very undersung horror franchise. I think Saw 1 through 6 tell very solid storytelling throughout. And yeah, so sue me. If you don't like it, I feel like to each their own, but I think Saw is criminally underrated. Saturday night, I posted a solo review of this. So if you want to get my thoughts there you go. I will show off the packaging a little bit here. On the inside, there is the disc artwork right there. I liked the movie overall. I wanted to love it. I just ended up liking it. But again, if you want to see all the special features and all that jazz, go look up my review over on YouTube. Next up, just flying through these. We're flying through. We have Internal Affairs from Kino Lorber in Inglourious 4K, Richard Gere, and Andy Garcia. A movie I have not seen. The tagline, trust him. He's a cop? Okay. Maybe that worked a lot better in 1990. I still don't think it did. But yeah, I am very intrigued to go see this one. Kino Lorber consistently put out just movies that I've never really thought about for the longest time and make me want to rewatch them again. And I've never seen this before, but Kino Lorber has a great track record with movies that they put out. Cannot wait to add this to the collection, finally pop it in the player. Out from MVD, we have Cheerleaders Wild Weekend. Ooh, they crazy. You know the type of movie you're gonna get with this. I love the old school stickers on the MVD Rewind collection. I think they're absolutely great. Flip it over on the special features. There are all of those in its glory. You also get, I want to say, a mini poster with this sucker too. Yeah, MVD Rewind collections always come with these uniquely framed out mini posters. This is more square than it is rectangle. I've never heard of Cheerleaders Wild Weekend. I will just be 1,000% honest with you. But like I said, as of late, I have been getting into rewatching some old school raunchy comedies. Like I love Animal House.
American Pie I rewatched, had a blast with. That new one, Incoming, that came out this year on Netflix, also had a good time with that. Maybe I should just pop this in and have a good time with Cheerleaders Wild Weekend. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We shall see, because I have a lot of movies in this stack to kind of see when I should pop one in and when I should just like wait and just be on the to watch pile for a very long time, unfortunately, because that's just how my collection works. Out now, we have Joker Folie Deux, and is it sad that I will probably watch Joker Folie Deux before I watch Cheerleaders Wild Weekend? I don't know if it's sad or not, but I feel like I owe it to myself to watch Joker Folie Deux. And it's weird how this just like flips like this, like you open it up and one head is upside down. I did just see the German steelbook of Joker Folie Deux. Looks 10,000 times better than what we got in the States, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan of the head look, even though I might put Christian Bale's face on Lady Gaga. The angle's kind of off. I don't know if it's gonna 1,000% work, but I at least have to try. And here's the inside here. When this movie came out, I heard nothing but terrible things. And then the longer that it was in theaters, the more people got on its side, which is very, very rare. A big name director had this in his top 10 movies of the year. John Waters. John Waters did. There you go. It finally clicked in my head, people. I do want to watch it. Even I love a love it or hate it movie, you know? Just average movies kind of get lost in the shuffle. But if it's a movie that you have strong feelings for, hopefully I have strong feelings for it as well. Let's go with a movie from Lionsgate Limited, people. Love that Lionsgate is kind of putting their money where their mouth is and really focusing on directors, but focusing on a collector's mindset, which I really hope that more studios get on the bandwagon of doing. Here is Apocalypse Now Final Cut. I have wanted this in my collection for the longest time. It's not really this specific version because this is brand new. There was a big beefy box set that came out not too long ago and I never picked it up, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up because it was very, very cheap. It was like $20, $18, somewhere around there. I don't know why I never picked it up. Very happy to have Apocalypse Now, all of the cuts of the film in my collection. Love to see it. Love how Lionsgate always does the nice spot gloss on their releases. Looks so nice. Here's a shot of the front and back cover here. I have only seen the theatrical cut. I've never seen Redux. I've never seen Final Cut. I've never seen Hearts of Darkness, people, and I'm so excited to finally give this documentary a watch because I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about it. One of the best making of documentaries ever. I love those when they're just a special feature. You're going to put an entire disc dedicated to a movie that I haven't seen, put more movies in my movie releases. I love it. I absolutely love it. I guess I should slide this back in to show off a little bit of the back here. There's just a lot of meat on the bone for this release. Makes me very excited to check it out. I'm going to check this one out sooner rather than later for sure. We have some Kino Lorber titles, people. I have a couple of Sho Kasuji titles. We have Rage of Honor and Pray for Death. I need to get into the martial arts genre. I have so many movies from this subgenre, from a lot of different boutique labels, the Arrow Videos of the world, the Radiances, the 88 Films, the Kino Lorbers. I need to just have a month of martial arts. Maybe March should be martial arts month. Martial arts? Does that sound dumb? I don't know. But I feel like I just need to binge a whole bunch of these movies so I can have an appreciation, so I can just dip my toes all the way in. I don't know. I feel like I need to. I have so many movies that I finally just need to go ahead and watch them already, people. Here is a movie that I got for Christmas, and I love this movie so much, even though I just watched it for the first time this year. Watched the Blu-ray. Loved it with a passion because I am a huge fan of practical effects. I'm a huge fan of horror movies. I'm a huge fan of when they can kind of mix the two and be sort of campy, but still very unsettling and scary. The Blob, people. The 1980s version of The Blob. Oh my God. Why did it take me so long to watch this movie? My favorite movie of all time is John Carpenter's The Thing. This has Thing vibes, except a lot more playful. It's like a Fisher-Price version of the Thing, but there's still some scariness to be had here. I'm not going to open it up until I actually pop it in the player, but I'm very excited to rewatch this because I've heard the transfer of the Blob is glorious. So I cannot wait to finally check this out in the best way I possibly can. And the Steelbook looks absolutely phenomenal as well. Going on here, we have another Umbrella title, people. Out on 4K, we have Pulse, the Japanese, the original version of Pulse, not the American remake. I have from Viavision the Pulse trilogy, which I still haven't checked out either. I've never seen a Pulse film, but now I can watch the original before I watch the Americanized remake. And another thing that I've slowly started to watch in my collection are just like J-horror films. I feel like that's been a very blind spot for my watching as well. And 2025, I really want to have at least 5% of the movies that I watch in a year be of the Japanese persuasion, because every time I do, I enjoy myself, but I just don't do it. And I don't know why. I think it's because you have to have your entire self ready to read the subtitles for the entire movie. I really don't know what it is. It's a mental block for sure that I don't really like with myself. And I'm going to try to change that, because if you don't work on yourself, who's going to work on it, people? Here's Pulse. You get the 4K. You get the Blu-ray. Here are the special features as well. I'm trying not to get the glare from the phone as I record. One good thing about Umbrella Entertainment releases, people, you go, you flip it open, and you can flip this artwork around. I don't like the Australian rating bug. It means nothing to me in the States. The other side does not have that. So as long as we just go ahead and put this in snug as a bug in a rug, now that bug will never be seen in my collection again, and that makes me happy. It's the little things in life, people. We also get another Umbrella 15 advertisement. I'm really happy that not only are... I think this is really trying to get people on board. When it says 15% off your next order, not even your first order, that's very cool. Repeat business from people overseas is what the vibe I'm getting from these releases. The 15% really just saves on shipping. Here's the poster, but that's enough, you know? As long as you get some type of savings for having amazing releases in your collection, I honestly think everybody needs to have at least one premium collector's edition from Umbrella, just to kind of witness how high quality they are. I will keep on talking about this until I'm blue in the face. I strongly believe in Umbrella Entertainment. They come out with some of the best physical media out there today, and it's been this way for at least 18 months now. I mean, Super Mario Brothers really got them on the map, but then a book, like a big box set like Pulse comes out, and if you like the movie, you're gonna like this. Got another hardcover book, people. Love to see it. This sucker is thick. I want to say it's like 150-ish pages. 152 pages. All about the movie. All about the movie, people. Interviews with the director, with some of the cast in here as well. I don't know. I am not a big book person when it comes to inclusion in box sets like this, but present it in a style that is so classy, then yes, I'm definitely going to be on board. And then we also have a whole bunch of the art cards. Boom. Go over these very quickly. Again, I've never seen Pulse. If you have, let me know in the comments if you like it or you don't. Was this all of them? One more. There we go. There was the beginning. And I also have it's not a J card. I think it's like an O card is what they technically call this. I love Umbrella's O cards because normally when you buy them, they're on the back, just stuck here. You can take them off and they get housed exactly in the case. You don't have to worry about it like smudging on your release or covering the artwork on the back. It's just here and you have all the information. I forgot to show you some of that information. This is a limited release as well. There's 2,000 copies. I got number 365 out of 2,000. God, I could talk about Umbrella for days. And I've talked about Umbrella for years, actually. So maybe that has accounted to at least 24 hours or 48 hours worth of content. I know it has to be very, very close. Pulse. Excited to check that movie out. Let's see here. From Universal and Focus Features, we have Conclave. I have not seen this movie yet. I know it's also streaming on Peacock, but I do know that I've heard a lot of Oscar buzz for Ralph Fiennes in this movie. So I am curious to check it out there. When I think of movies that I need to rush out to watch, I usually don't think of Catholic dramas about the whole finding a new pope situation. I don't know. I loved Spotlight, but that took me forever just because of that whole tie-in for this. I just need to watch it. I know I do. I will. I'm assuming this will be nominated for Oscars, and as soon as that is, that'll give me all the reason in the world to finally check it out. But there's Conclave. From Acorn Media, we just talked about an Umbrella release from Australia. Here is one from the UK. We got The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol. Yes, I have not seen Daryl Dixon season 1. This is Daryl Dixon season 2, but I do love me some Norman Reedus, and I do love me some Carol. So knowing that she kind of makes her return in the second season makes me more excited to check out the first season. And I liked The Walking Dead from what I watched of it. I probably watched the first 8 seasons of The Walking Dead. And how many seasons were there? 11, 12, 13 maybe? I mean, they just kept on going and going. But I heard that like the 10, 11, 12, the later seasons got better as it went on, which you absolutely love to see. Up next, from Kino Lorber, we've got a beefy box set, folks. We have Bob Hope, Bing Crosby, on the road with both of these gentlemen. Look how big this box set is. Are you kidding me? This thing is so massive. Look at all the movies that are included here. Love to see the original poster artwork on this release. We have Road to Singapore, Zanzibar, Morocco, Utopia, Bali, Rio, and Hong Kong, everybody. Look at that. I don't know. I've never seen a single movie with both of these gentlemen in it. Did not know that all of these movies existed. I assumed that there might be 1 or 2, but 7? That seems crazy. And this box set is just a great notification of letting everybody know, yeah, this is a thing that happened that you need to pay attention to, because look at this awesome box set. I love how it looks like luggage too. Very cool stuff from Kino Lorber, baby. Up next, let's go and look at another movie that I picked up. The only thing I really bought for myself the past month because of the holidays in December. I really wanted this steelbook. I finally pulled the trigger. Got Diary of the Dead, George A. Romero. The only of the Dead movie that I did not own, so I had to pick it up. I've never seen this one either. I think it's the only one that I haven't seen either. This was like $22 at Walmart. Absolutely love it. Love to see that steelbook section. It might be filled with holes from time to time, but at least I can still pick up nice deals at my local Walmart. Love to see that as well. Another movie that I got for Christmas was a steelbook that I've wanted for the longest time because I love this movie and I just never picked it up. Ooh, good thing I got that. It's Rango, everybody. Rango, I feel like gets slept on. And I don't know why. I feel like maybe it's because it's from Nickelodeon Studios, and when you think of that, you think of very kiddish content. This I could see kids not liking, because this is pretty much Chinatown for, I don't know, lizards. Chinatown in the Old West. I love how kind of dark and moody this movie is. I cannot get enough of it. And I love how Paramount came out with a new steelbook for this movie, just to kind of give it a second life for physical media collectors. Love me some Rango. Very happy to have it in 4K. Some of my favorite 4K watching experiences have been watching animated movies on the format. I feel like they absolutely sing. All the colors are so dang vibrant. It's good stuff. We have actually, let's do this one next. No, let's do it now. We have another Lionsgate limited release, another big, beefy box set, this time for Gene Hackman's The Conversation. I did get a chance to finally watch this classic, and I thought it was fine. I think the main reason why this movie is as beloved as it is because Francis Ford Coppola directed it. There's a lot of great direction here. There's just a lot of very slowly paced goings on that happens here, and I wish I liked it more than I did. I think the main third act that happens here definitely has like, oh, that's where this is going. I like that. You either saw it or you didn't. There's the front, there's the back. The Steelbook has the same artwork as the front cover does here. I should hold the right one up. Just more zoomed in on the saxophone playing here. And it's kind of an odd choice to put the saxophone so front and center because there's really, I guess there's 2 scenes of saxophone playing, but not a lot. I still have the 4K in my player here, but here I love how Lionsgate not always, but consistently puts different artwork on their discs to kind of go with the movie. They don't just plaster on a black or blue disc with the name on it in that font. They go above and beyond to kind of make it fit within the release. I think it's a very nice touch of them. The slipcovers are always super nice here. But this is a big box set, people. This has a lot of goodies inside here. Let me show you what's all in here, huh? We've got a big beefy booklet. Boom, 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 boom. There are some fun special features in here too, one of which is an introduction by Francis Ford Coppola, which is nice to play before the movie starts playing, just to kind of get you in the mood for what the movie has to offer. We've got poster number 1. We have poster number 2, the classic artwork here. I like this one. I'm a fan of this one more than I am the new commissioned artwork that we got. And I'm not saying you shouldn't see this movie. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. I enjoyed my time with it. I was just kind of expecting a little bit more to happen, I guess. So that should be shame on me. It also comes with a cassette of the score, which I thought the score was very subtle, but still captivating and keeps the plot moving as well. Makes you more intrigued as to what is going on, even if on the scheme of things, like the main scheme of things, it doesn't seem like a lot is going on. That is where the cassette tape lies. Put both posters back in here. We put the booklet back in here as well. And then this was the J card on the back. I like to fit those in the box as well. Another example of a box fitting. It's extra supplemental materials nicely in the set. More of that, please, because it always bugs me when you can't fit that stuff back in and you have to like have it hanging over or just stuck on the back. I don't know. I'm a stickler for stuff like that, and I love that Lionsgate is kind of helping me out, making my OCD brain kind of more palatable than it usually is. Let's do another Kino Lorber title, people. We've got Nicolas Cage in Snake Eyes, baby. Pop it open. Still have the artwork on here as well. Unfortunately, no reversible artwork on this release. Just all white. I've been watching... I haven't really watched a lot of Brian De Palma movies, but I watched a couple... I guess technically last year now. And I had a fun time with them. So mixing De Palma with Nicolas Cage, that sounds like a hell of a ride to me. Haven't heard a lot about Snake Eyes. I don't know if it's good or bad or where it kind of sits in De Palma's filmography or Nicolas Cage's filmography for that matter. I don't really know anything too much about Snake Eyes, but I'm glad the first time I see it is going to be in glorious 4K. Kino Lorber, people. They keep on throwing everything at the wall, and one thing about them, every month you're at least going to have one title that they release that is going to wet your whistle, is going to catch your attention, and I love that about the company. Let's go do a couple more of Kino Lorbers. We have 2 extra titles from their Kino Colt line, the 2 newest, The Beast Within and Blood and Lace, people. Let's start with The Beast Within. I've seen this poster artwork before. I don't remember where, but it's so striking. This is a werewolf movie. Again, never seen this one either. Let me know in the comments if you have seen it or not. I can't remember. This one does not have different artwork. I want to say the other one does. And I always have to look to see if it does, because whenever Kino Lorber has different artwork to swap it out with, I love it when the slipcover has different artwork than the actual case does. And it kind of bums me out when I see that it doesn't. But I'm still happy to have this in the collection nonetheless. I love me a good werewolf flick. Is this a good one? Let me know if you've seen it. 1982. This came out the same year as American Werewolf in London. So very intriguing to see how it kind of holds up to that classic. But then we also have Blood and Lace. That hammer scene. Dear God, that looks crazy, people. Here's a shot of the back and the special features. This one has alternative artwork, I think. Did it not? Oh, it does. It's different. Similar but different, because the flip side is just this. But we get a little bit. The hair is still going crazy on the alternate artwork. That had me do a double take. Terror strikes again and again and again from its hiding place in the darkest corner of the unknown. Blood and Lace. I love the Kino Colt line. I feel like they're so random with their titles, but they all still seem to kind of fit as well. I don't know. It feels like it's definitely a subgenre of Kino, because of course it is, but it still has that same, hey, throw everything at the wall, see what sticks, that Kino does well, except all in like a very subgenre. Like Kino lore, you can pretty much, any person that loves movies can find a movie they love with Kino lore. Kino Colt is not that. It's definitely in one lane, even though the choices in that lane are kind of swervy. I don't know. Kino lover. You consistently shock me with the amount of titles you put out every single month, and I absolutely love it. Let's do another Umbrella title, huh? Let's go with Boiling Point. Viggo Mortensen and Dennis Hopper are on the box. I had no idea Viggo Mortensen was in this movie, let alone like on the front cover of this case. But the main star that I know is Wesley Snipes, man. Fun fact about this movie, when I guess when my dad bought our first DVD player when I was 8-9 years old, this movie came with our DVD player. I remember this cover so vividly. But I don't even know if my dad ever watched the movie. He must have, but I don't remember the movie. That is for dang sure. I don't know if this is good or bad. Can't wait to check that out myself. As you can see, I am getting rid of this bug because it drives me bonkers every time, and I don't want to be driven bonkers anymore. But the older I get, the more I love action films. So I have to scratch that itch in the back of my head to see, was this movie good that I remember seeing on my shelf when we got our first player? One thing that I love about Umbrella, they throw on different video essays, which is great. They also randomly throw on like trailer reels from the director of the movie that you are watching. Love that. And I don't see anybody else putting on director specific trailer reels, and I don't know, there's something about that where I'm like, okay, I watched this movie, I like this movie, what else did the director do? Normally I would go onto Letterboxd and just look and see, but it's nice to have a visual component with that. Something unique. Anything unique in physical media, I always like to at least throw some attention their way, just to be like, good job out of you, thanks for doing that. Another thing that I love about Umbrella is that yes, you have the artwork that is on the cover, but sometimes you get artwork that is from a different region of the world, which I would have never seen if it wasn't for the poster. So again, I don't do anything with these posters. That's going to be one of my pet peeves in the video that I end up doing one of these days. Enough of the posters. Unless you do something completely different. Don't do the same artwork that you put on the poster. Give me choices like Umbrella just did with that other region's poster. Looks like I got number 143 out of 500 with this box set. And here are the art cards for Boiling Point. If I remember correctly, a lot of these have Wesley Snipes in them, or not, they have Wesley Snipes in them, but they also have a lot of Dennis Hopper in them as well. I didn't remember Dennis Hopper being in this movie either, because like I said, I just remember seeing Wesley Snipes on the cover. Love me some Wesley Snipes, man. Love me some Dennis Hopper. Love me some Viggo. And the only time I see Viggo is on the friggin' front cover of the box. So again, I gotta, that seems like a Neapolitan sandwich I need to eat in my life. And another thing I like about their booklets is that it's not just about the making of the movie. This is breaking down the movies that the director had to deal with as well. He helped a lot with Kubrick, which I had no idea. Lolita, The Killing. Very, very cool to see. And then he started directing his own movies. I don't know. I love little articles like that, and that will get me to read a book in here. I don't need to hear the makings of on 90% of the movies that I have in the collection. Give me a making of a documentary on the special features. But if you're going to give me some supplemental materials to make me more of a fan of the director or a certain part of this movie, I'll do that all day. I'll do that all day, people. We have 10-ish more movies left. I'm going to try to rapid fire through a lot of these because I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I'm feeling like 85% right now. I'm making videos for you people. I'm trying to showcase off a lot of these great releases. Out the 7th, I believe, 7th of January. Rampo, Noir. Don't know too much about this. Again, when I was talking a little bit earlier about the Kino Lorber Kung Fu titles, it's just a genre that I don't really know too much about. And kind of going into Pulse, just like Japanese cinema in general, I need to have more knowledge of. So I'm martial arts. That's sticking in my brain. I might just have to do that. We have a hopefully no nudie bits or anything. There is a booklet. We have The Cell as like the main, hey, watch out for The Cell, people. It's coming. I've never seen The Cell either. That's been one of those movies that I've heard okay things about, but I've heard the visual elements of The Cell are what make it worth watching. Here's the double-sided poster of the artwork that I already showed you. And I think that's it on this one. But that is Rampo Noir. If you have seen this, let me know. 4 filmmakers from completely different backgrounds bring their radically personal takes to the stories of Japanese celebrated master of the macabre. So it's kind of like a anthology movie of sorts. I love me some anthology movies. This cover and this cover, or tell me 2 different sides of this movie. I don't know. This seems more horror centric. This seems more like rom-com based. I don't know. I know nothing about Rampo Noir. I've never heard of Rampo Noir, but it's coming out from Arrow Video, and that alone just puts kind of like a stamp of quality on this sucker. We have the Lone Radiance Films title here, folks. Yokohama BJ Blues. Again, don't know anything about this movie as well. Love me some Radiance. I always put the descriptor piece that's in the middle here, I always put it just in the case like so, because I don't want to get rid of these, because I like how it A, tells you how limited it is, but B, gives you a nice brief descriptor of what you're about to watch. That's why I like to, when I pop open the case, it just shows me right then and there. Very, very nice. This also comes with a booklet, and Radiance is great at giving you alternate artwork. I just liked the first one better than the second one, but there is the alternate artwork. I kind of like how this side has the descriptors. I just like how clean that looks. I don't know. I might be crazy. I might not. A lot of new interviews with people from the movie in here. And yeah, don't know anything about this movie, folks. Sorry. I'm just showcasing stuff for you and moving on to the next. I'll do a couple more umbrellas. I've got a couple box sets, but I'll do their standard releases first. Yeah, and their standard releases look great. Their slipcover game is phenomenal. And they're an Australian-based company, and these are Australia-based movies. First up, we got Bird Eater. Don't know too much about this one either, but I will showcase off the front and back of the slipcover. You still get that nice gloss pop on the slip. Love to see it. Over here, you get a front and a back. And again, every single one of their releases says Region B. I've never once had any of their movies not play in my Region A player. I think they're just kind of sneaky, saying, yeah, these only play in Region B players, but they do the collector a solid, and you don't need a Region Free player to play any of their stuff. Just another reason to love Umbrella, people. A bachelor party in the Australian bush turns feral in Jack Clark and Jim Weir's critically acclaimed feature-length debut. Okay. Psychosexual mind games are afoot here, people. You got my attention. You got my attention, Bird Eater. And this release, I got number 27 out of 500. Very, very super duper low number. Love to see that. Don't know why I love to see that. Do you like to get low numbers, high numbers in the limited edition? I just like to see how many of them there are, and it's nice to see what number you got. Doesn't really mean anything to me what the number you get is. I don't think it's good or bad. Doesn't matter what number you get. I just kind of like to see. It's nice to see. It's a nice added touch for sure. Then we have the documentary, The Speedway Murders. My wife is such a huge true crime fan that I was trying to surprise her with this one. I'm like, hey, I know you want to watch this. Have you heard of these people? And of course, she knew exactly who the hell all four of these people were. I'm like, of course you do. I can't surprise you with anything. But she is excited to watch this documentary because even I think she's listened to a couple of true crime podcasts about these people, but she's never seen an actual documentary about them. So I'm excited to watch that with her. Yeah, I'm trying to go into any true crime documentary with as little knowledge as I possibly can. So I'm going to continue that here. We also get a booklet. I guess I can kind of film through here. Boom, bada, boom, 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 bada, boom, boom, boom. There it is. That showed you absolutely nothing, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? And with this one, I got number 144 out of 500. Again, these come with the J cards, and these are actual J cards, not O cards. So you can just slide on the slipcover like so, boop, and put the J card over it. So it kind of hangs off like so as well. But it's very easy just to flip it over and look at the artwork on these releases. It doesn't bother me super much. Another movie I got for Christmas, I might as well show off. Don't Look Now Criterion Edition. My wife and I bought a lot of our Christmas gifts off of our Amazon wish list. This is what I've had on my wish list for since 2016, 2017, something like that. It's been on there forever. It's been on there so long that I forgot why I wanted this one in the first place. I know that I've watched a trailer of it before, and that must have been where I was like, okay, I need to watch this movie, but I don't remember anything about Don't Look Now. Don't tell my wife that I forgot what this movie was about. But it's a Criterion. It's always nice to add another Criterion to the collection. There is a short 2002 documentary going over the movie as well. Love to see it. I need to watch more Criterions in my life. I feel like that has been the one boutique label to where it's kind of been washed away. That was one of the first boutiques that I started collecting, and it's one that I really haven't watched a lot of recently. I need to change that. I need to change that a lot. We will go over a couple of MVD titles. First up is Cop Killers from MVD Classics line. I don't know if I have another title from the MVD Classics line. In 1970s New York City, two escaped convicts plunge into a rampage of crime and violence, evading capture and plunging the city into chaos, baby. A thriller. That's what I meant. Jesus, a thriller. And then we also have The Fabulous Thunderbirds live in Houston. I don't know if these Thunderbirds are fabulous or not. Never heard of them. I looked on the back. I have never heard of any of their songs. If you've heard of The Fabulous Thunderbirds, let me know in the comments. This is live from 2006. Very, very random. Very, very random from MVD. Okay, we have two more boxes, and then I'm going to end with a bang, people. I'm going to end with a bang. But these box sets are pretty nice. First up, we have Open Your Eyes, Abre los ojos. I adore this movie so much, and I haven't seen it in a very long time. But I do know that back in my high school days, I was such a big fan of Cameron Crowe and his entire filmography that, of course, I fell in love with Vanilla Sky as well. This is the movie that Vanilla Sky remade. Open Your Eyes. So if you've seen Vanilla Sky, I highly suggest that you watch Abre los ojos. Yes, it is in a different language. If that scares you, I'm sorry. I do think it is worth a watch for sure. Penelope Cruz is also in this movie as well. I just think it's so good. And not enough people talk about it. So to see that Umbrella put it out in such a glorious box set, I love it. There are multiple times in a year to where they will come out with box sets like this for movies that nobody talks about, that I'm just so giddy that are getting this type of release. I want to say there was a picture of Penelope Cruz somewhere. That's not Penelope Cruz. Penelope Cruz is somewhere. That's not Penelope Cruz. Flip until we find. Well, there's Penelope Cruz right there. Ba ba boom. There she is. That's the picture I was looking at. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything about Oculus Ojos because it's just such a masterfully told movie that I think everybody should watch. Or if you're scared of subtitles and foreign language movies, you can watch Vanilla Sky. I don't think Vanilla Sky is as good as Oculus Ojos, but it's still pretty dang comparable as well. I'm hoping this is just kind of showcasing a lot of like, why does he look like that? And what is this movie about? I'm hoping that's what this is doing. I got number, 155 out of 1,000 here. Boom, boom, boom. So happy to have a release of Oculus Ojos in such a beautiful box set. Oh, I forgot the card. One of the cards got kind of stuck in there. And look at that. That's a doozy of a card too. You got to showcase that. Got to showcase that. If you've seen Oculus Ojos, please let me know. Again, another example of a foreign language movie that I absolutely love, but yet I'm nervous to watch foreign language movies. I make no sense. I make no sense. In the last big beefy box set from Umbrella, we have The Last Stop in Yuma County. I've heard good things about this movie as well. I haven't heard a lot, but the people that I know have seen this have adored it. So again, another box set for a movie that needs more love, which I absolutely love. Doesn't come with a slipcover. Sometimes when Umbrella puts out newer movies, I want to say this came out last year, 2023, 2024, somewhere around there. Sometimes their newer movies don't have slipcovers, which I don't understand why. I wish they did. But again, it's just nice to have the box set treatment for this. We have a poster, once again, with different artwork. Always love to see that, so I'm going to showcase it. There's this artwork. There's that artwork. Boom, boom, boom. If you don't want to get the big guns out for posters every time just to look at that artwork, they also sometimes have their art cards as different poster arts, which I would prefer over the stills from the movie probably 8 times out of 10. I would much rather go flip and look at promotional materials than I would for stills from a movie that I'm going to watch anyway. At least this stuff is new and stuff that I really haven't seen before. Don't know why there's a crossword puzzle here. Probably because they're in a diner, but I'm intrigued to find out more. Love this so much. Is this the right way? Yeah, the menu. And there's the other side of the poster that we saw. Don't know anything about Last Stop in Yuma County, excuse me. I feel like there should be, I might just read the back of this while I showcase off some of the box. A traveling knife salesman sips coffee and works through a day-old crossword puzzle in the hottest diner in Arizona while waiting for the fuel truck to refill the pump at the last gas station for 100 miles. While waiting, he suddenly finds himself in the middle of a violent hostage situation upon the arrival of 2 bank robbers who are on the run after a recent heist. Okay, there's a little bit more there, but it's a heist film, people. It's not, I guess it's not technically a heist film. It's like an after heist film. I'm into it. I love me a good heist film. My friends call me the heist hound. It's like one of my favorite genres of film, or subgenre, I guess. There's the booklet as well. Flip through here. It's a book. There it is. Last Stop in Yuma County. Excited to check this out. Love me a good heist flick. And last but not least, I told you I would end with a bang. I have a partnership with Severin, and I guess they're sending me every single thing that they make because I didn't ask for these. They came my way anyway. Maybe I should just show the spines. This is part of the Russ Meyer's Bosomania line. We have Beneath the Valley of the Ultra Vixens, Super Vixens, and Vixens. Don't know anything, obviously, besides that these are X-rated movies. But if you're a fan of the smut, let me tell you, these, I don't even know if I can show some of the backs of these, factually. These are loaded with special features. They are loaded with like 2 or 3 plus hours of special features on each release. Archival commentary, interviews, a lot of everything. Oh my god. Here is this one for Super Vixens, and I'm not taking any. yep, because there's a booty. A lot of interviews. The Incredibly Strange Film Show, Season 1, Episode 5 with Russ Meyer. That's cool to see. That's absolutely wonderful to see. And then, yep, definitely need to cover that one up as well. Is she woman or animal? Russ Meyer's Vixens. There is a censored prologue on here, an interview, just a whole bunch of wow. That go Severin. Severin's gonna Severin, and it makes a lot of sense for Severin to put out titles like this. I don't know much about Russ Meyers. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. If this is the material that he has, I have not watched material like this in quite some time on like a physical format like this. Very, very old school. Reminds me of high school. Those are fun memories. But that is the stack of stuff that I have to show off. This new release roundup. I guess I could show off. I might drop this, but there's stack number 1. Gotta reach over here. Gotta show the fuzz in stack number 2. Boom, boom, boom. What movie was your favorite from this stack? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Go State. And until next time, I'll see ya.
Hey you. Hey. I want to play a game. I want to play a game.
Hi, everybody. If you made it this far, congratulations. You made it to the after credits scene. Absolutely. Round of applause for you people. Round of applause for everybody here. But this is staying in because there are no edits after the credits. But after the credits, we always tell a question that only people that made it this far know, and you can answer in the comments below. Abre los ojos. Open your eyes. Umbrella always baffles me with amazing box sets for movies that I love that not a lot of people talk about. My question for you is, what movie that nobody talks about would you love to see get a nice beefy box set treatment like this? Doesn't have to be from Umbrella. It can be from any boutique label that you love. Just continues month and month over to absolutely blow my mind with the movies that Umbrella puts to the table. I love them as a label. My favorite label of last year. They came out with my favorite release of last year. Let me know what you think your movie of choice would be in the comments. And I guess, I was gonna rub some cleavage in your face. I guess I shouldn't do that. You made it this far. Maybe you like that. Maybe you don't. I don't want to offend, but I will say that everybody loves a little fuzz, a little fur. Maybe not in the private sector, but just feeling. Ooh, that feels so nice. Do you want to feel? Here, feel it. Come on. Oh, feel it.